Remember, folks, I'm just a Muppet in a chair. Don't take me seriously. Hello, Boomerites. What's going on?
Hey, guys.
We got Queen Boomer with us. We're going to finish up Season 2 of An Idiot Abroad. This is where Karl comes home and talks about all of his experiences.
I feel like these are usually the funniest episodes.
They usually are.
Yeah.
Well, at least, from the first season, that I really like the Karl comes home episode because
I miss the banter between the three
him
of them.
and Ricky and Steve.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's kind of like like an extra episode of the cartoon Ricky Gervais show. Yeah. But it's always interesting to see how his brain works when he's talking about his experiences. But anyway, let's get into it. Remember to like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want. And let's check out Karl Comes Home from Season 2.
Hello, and welcome to Episode 8 of An Idiot Abroad 2. I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Stephen Merchant.
Hello.
And the star of the show, the little round-headed twonk, that is, Karl Pilkington.
All right.
Jeez.
Well, Karl's been around the world, again. Thank you for your questions. We're going to get to those. But first, I want to ask, why did you do it again? You swore you'd never do it again. You swore on camera.
It's a job, innit? Just got to earn a living. I'm in a programme called Idiot Abroad. Job offers aren't, whizzing in.
Fuck that. I can't believe he did
proud
it.
he did that.
No.
Just let it happen.
No. No. That is
Yay.
You chose the opportunity to be on a desert island, private island. How did you find that experience?
But you saw it. It wasn't a great experience.
It looked beautiful to me.
Fucking freezing. It's just a bad start. It's like moving on a rainy day, this. I thought it was going to be sand. It's all bloody rock. I travelled right across the other side of the world. It's pissing it down. It wasn't what I pictured. That's what I'm saying. When you have a dream, your head puts everything as you'd want it to be.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Ricky would be happy about this, Karl.
I don't give a shit. There's no way he'd be putting up with this. Pop it over your head. Keep warm.
To be fair, stuck on a little island, dressed in leaves, with it lashing it down, and you having to build a shelter like a chimp in a tree with gaffer tape wasn't my idea of heaven either, to be honest.
No. In my head, I was picturing
A bounty advert.
a bounty advert. That's what I was picturing. White sand, blue sea, couple of palm trees,
Half a coconut with a bounty.
bounty in it. But the
I've
point
had
of that
those,
is,
a
on the
bounty
bounty
bar.
advert, it's 30 seconds.
Oh, the space
She's
bar
loving
thing
that
again.
bounty.
I can't. I'm so used to hitting the space bar. I will never get used to hitting K. No, but we've eaten a bounty bar. Well, I have. Because you can, because it's got coconut in it. But I thought the bounty bar was okay.
It looks
But
good.
I didn't know there was like an old school like bounty advert like that.
Yeah.
Over there. In your neck of the woods.
Yeah, it looks very tropical.
Yeah,
Looks
it does.
Florida-y.
It does look like Florida. I mean, if he really wanted an environment like that, he should have came here to Florida.
Yeah, exactly.
He would have found it immediately.
He would have loved it. Not the space bar.
That is, on the bounty advert, it's 30 seconds. She's loving that bounty. Bet she was pissed off after she'd eaten it. And that's the reality of it.
Yeah.
You don't look at the bigger picture, you go, that looks nice, and then you move on.
One thing I've always wanted to do, and I hope I will get a chance to do it, which you did, the swimming with sharks. It looks amazing.
We're going to do that.
Good. Okay.
Thanks for that, mate.
Yeah, cheers.
Wait, what?
That you did, the swimming with sharks. It looks amazing.
That's all right, yeah.
Good. Okay.
Thanks for that, mate. You've
yeah,
really,
cheers. Brilliant.
Vividly brought that to life. Thanks.
Yeah. You can ask me how to paint a picture.
It's hard, though. Other people will always have their experience of it, and it's what they thought of it. This is mental, this. I can see him.
Fucking big boy. I give him a little
Fuck that.
But tell us your experience, how you felt.
Right, I felt sick. I'm not very good on boats. I thought I was going out for a night to see a dolphin.
He was, to be fair, he was really upset in this episode when he was on that boat.
Yeah, I get seasick too. Oh
It turns out it was 2 nights on a boat to see sharks.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not great on boats. I was in a room that stunk of prawns. I thought everybody's room smelt like that until someone came in and said, Jesus, what's gone on in here? See, the thing is, people are only thinking these things are good because they've seen it on the telly.
They don't see all the work that goes into it,
all
the
the hassle,
10-hour
the
trek.
work.
Yeah.
Is this how you imagined it?
No. No, I didn't. Oh, fucking hell. They sat there, these nature programmes that are getting a gorilla, sat in the thing with its family, and they put nice music on it. All the sounds and stuff. Gorillas traipsing through with the family. Oh, look, it looks amazing.
Body popping.
It's in bright, you know, HD. Oh, that's amazing. I'd love to be there. Like E.T. And in reality...
He does!
What did he say? An E.T.?
He said he looked like E.T. He looked like
he
E.T.
did.
And he did. He looked exactly like E.T.
Like E.T. And in reality, my toes were bleeding, I had a headache, I was being bit by mosquitoes, and I got there, and the first thing I saw was the mum gorilla sticking its finger up its kid's arse. Now, you don't see that as something that you go,
Just checking it, making sure
Yeah,
it's
I think
okay.
they will. I think people will watch this and go, oh, wow.
This one has been one of the wonderful tracks.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Fuck me.
I may say 10 out of 10.
They said part of the gorilla trek was it's all about the hunt and finding it and looking at them. No, it isn't. Bring it to the hut. Bring it to the tent, sit it outside, I'll look at it for a bit, shift it.
Oh my god. That is not the experience, Karl.
As if the fucking gorilla would just cooperate with
Yeah,
that.
like, alright, let's go. I'll chill outside
The gorilla's
hut.
not gonna cooperate.
That's
Oh my
still kind
god.
of scary going on that trip to see the gorillas. Like, if a gorilla decided to attack, what are you gonna do?
Can you imagine that? Hey, get that gorilla and bring it
Yeah,
down
bring
to
it to me.
Bring it down to the town.
You know what? Make the gorilla make a 10-mile
And then
trip
it
to
just-
see me.
And then just launches you down
You do
back
that good.
back down the
I
mountain.
Can't do that.
That would be hilarious. Be like, hey, let's get this gorilla down, and then he just goes, and then just smacks somebody back down the mountain.
Probably. Be pissed.
Oh god, what an image.
That's seeing a gorilla.
Karl, we're often accused of bullying you. This is a recurring thing, isn't it, that we bully you? But both of us, and Ricky in particular, is always concerned about your well-being, particularly in Alaska, if you recall.
You are not going to be eaten by a polar bear. But when you had your medical, I found out that you didn't let them test your prostate.
Oh
Did you?
god.
No. No. But that's...
Why not? In the UK alone, more people die every year from prostate cancer than being savaged by a polar bear.
It's a bit of a weird time to bring it up when I'm in the middle of nowhere.
It's one of the biggest killers, right? And that's just a simple test. So a doctor pops his finger up your anus and he
What?
goes, yep,
You
you're
gotta get
clear.
your
And that's
finger
you
popped.
relaxed
I
for
do.
another year.
I don't understand why you're suddenly caring about this now. I've got little battery left on this phone. I'm wearing the battery out. If something happens, I'm dead.
Right.
He's my best mate. Sue me. I'm worried about him.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but why isn't there ever anything about how's your blood pressure? Or how are your feet? You're in the cold. Are you warm enough? No, it was none of that. It was,
Yes, I know.
why don't you get a finger up your arse?
Because often there are no symptoms.
Well, I don't want it done.
I know you don't, but it's good for you. So, can we bring the doctor out, please?
Okay, so I have seen this
This is a
before.
waste of time, then.
This is Frank. This is Karl.
Frank, how's it going? You all right?
Have you seen this?
I don't
Or
know.
did I do this alone? I remember reacting to this
I-
specific thing.
I feel like I've seen just this clip. but I don't remember it.
Good to see you.
Is the consultant urologist at St Bart's?
Yeah, St Bart's.
Yeah.
The thing about prostate cancer is you can be perfectly well and yet still have prostate cancer. And one of the ways...
I'm gonna do this to you.
Yeah.
We're just gonna be doing a reaction one day, and I'm gonna be like, bring the doctor in, and a doctor's gonna come in. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna have a doctor come in, and he's gonna do it in your bedroom in the middle of
That's
a
not even the
reaction.
right way. You're supposed to lay on your side and have the doctor do it. You got to be like
How do you know this?
fetal position. Just because I know.
Have you had it?
Maybe.
No, you haven't. That's why I pitched you to go get it.
Maybe I had it done not recently, but
Is that we can detect if that may be a problem is a rectal examination.
The thing with just feeding...
I don't want to finger up the arse, though.
wait,
You keep
wait.
going on about this.
Right.
I've told you time and time again. I mean, I presume there's a lot of ill people knocking around that Frank should be looking at. Instead, he's here debating with you two whether he's going to shove his finger up my arse.
How long would it take if you did it now? If you went... No, wait, how long would it...
15 seconds.
15
That's
seconds.
a long time. As far as I'm concerned. What are you looking for?
What we're looking for, okay, there's two things we're looking for. One is the size of the prostate gland. Number two, it's the consistency of it. In other words, what it feels like. It's a quick, simple thing to do.
Carl, can I tell you what's going to happen? It's going to be about 10 seconds. He's going to say, you're all clear. You're going to say, what was the fuss about? And you know you haven't got prostate cancer.
But not today.
There's no better time.
Maybe it's that you and I and the cameras and that are making it a bit intense.
Oh, we've
maybe
got
if
a
they
private
went
room.
privately to
We've
another
got a private room.
discussed it.
We've got a private room.
He's like, no.
Right, you wait here then. You stay here. I don't want you following
wait
me.
here. Frank, do you want to follow Carl? Can you show Frank and Karl to a private room? Thanks. You may as well check his testicles while you're there.
Look, the doctor had a smirk when he opened the door.
I forgot he said that.
So what's...
Sorry. You know, it'd be funny if at the end they were like, oh, that's not a doctor. That was a guy Dave I met at the bar. It's like, hey, will you
Right?
come? That would be funny.
What's the rules here? I mean, I know it's important things.
Oh my god.
It's just the way they go about it. I've been travelling around the world in dangerous places. They've never cared about me before. Yet today they keep going on about having this done.
Men are embarrassed about these things, you know? We're not used to these things. But for the sake of something that really is very quick and painless, we're talking about potentially saving a life. And before you know it, it's done and it's over.
I know, but it's just...
It's day in, day out.
That's what you do? Seriously, every day?
Yeah. Every day of my working life, that's what I do.
And are you going to move up and get to do something better, or is this your future now, just sticking your finger up a fella's arse?
It's just part of the job, you know. A lot of time I spend in operating. A lot of time I spend in clinics.
He's, you know, there's a football coach, American football, but he's like probably the most legendary coach. The Super Bowl trophy is named after him, Vince Lombardi. It's called the Lombardi Trophy.
I didn't know that.
He died of prostate cancer.
Really?
Yeah, and
Did he never get it
He
checked?
was actually quoted as, because somebody suggested, like, hey, you don't look so well, like, maybe you should get checked for, I don't know if they mentioned prostate cancer, but he did know it had the finger examination. And he was like, I'd rather die than have another man stick his finger up my ass.
Listen.
And then literally less than a year later, he was dead.
If any men say that, my advice to you is grow up. Women have to get a lot worse when we go to the OB doctor.
That's true.
A lot worse.
That's true.
So, you can get a finger for 15 seconds up your butt. And if you can't, then you're not a man.
I agree.
Thank you.
I agree. Good job.
So how many people are you doing a day?
10 to 20 maybe.
And which finger is it? Is it a big one or a little one?
It's the index finger.
Why is that? Why not just a little?
Because the prostate lies a little bit in. If you get your hand, you just couldn't do that with your little finger.
So you're going round a corner, you've got to go in and round.
Then you've got to go in and then a slight twist. It's the thought is worse than the actual delivery. Let's put it that way. It's the thought of it.
All right.
And
okay. Let's do it then. Let's do it. Do you wear gloves?
So yes.
Do you know Richard Blackwood?
Yes, yeah, comedian, yes.
Yeah, he had a colonic on telly, never seen again.
I think that's far worse. So.
That's funny, but I have no idea who Richard Blackwood is.
No.
You guys would probably have to let me know who that is.
Rest your pillow. Then what you need to do is you need to bend your knees up. Pop that arm over there. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to get some lubricating gel. Or just... Right, so what I'm going to do is, if I may, I'm just going to pop your trousers down. Bend your knees up a bit more. Come towards me a bit more, so you're at the edge of the couch. Marvellous, okay? Take a deep breath. Deep breath. And out, okay? And relax, breathe normally. I'm just going to pop a finger in now, okay? Deep breath, well done.
Jesus,
well done.
that's high up. Fucking hell. Right, that's surely enough, isn't it? Right, you're touching a lung.
Well done. Well done. I'll just Your prostate's fine.
Yay!
Yay!
Well done, Karl. Excellent.
Oh, God.
Well done.
Brilliant.
I don't think it's the sort of thing people pay a Sky subscription for, to be honest. In HD.
I agree.
Well done.
Cheers for that then, Frank. Now, you're a doctor, aren't you?
Yeah. Google me.
He was Google me. That would have been so funny.
If it wasn't a doctor?
Yeah.
That would be...
He was like, no. They walked into a bar.
Wouldn't that be like an arrestable offense? If it wasn't a doctor and then you had them do that? And I don't know.
I know, probably.
It would just be... I mean, it'd be funny and like... Kind of feel like you were violated at the same time, you know?
You represent the men who will never have it done, some of which will die of prostate cancer. Genuinely.
I haven't quite got over it. My heart's pounding still because it doesn't know what's gone on. My body's gone, what just happened then? No one's ever been that high up.
What do you mean, no one?
What do you mean no one's ever been that? So someone's been slightly high? Someone's been medium height? I hate you applied, Karl, that someone's been in there.
Oh! Oh, man.
So you're a human magnet.
Oh, this guy.
Magnet. So tacky. Look, they're not special or anything. What is going on? I've never heard of such a thing. Handy when out shopping. When you go food shopping. Carrier bags these days are really weak. But very thin. He comes out of Waitrose. Done. I can't think of anything where you go, brilliant, I'm a magnet. When do you need to be a magnet?
Well, what superpower would you like, then?
I came up with one. I'd be bullshit man. There's so many meetings going on where...
Apparently bullshit man, I've been told from subscribers that bullshit man has become legendary. A legendary mythical figure in the United Kingdom.
Bullshit man.
Bullshit man.
Just shows up, that's bullshit, and leaves.
You know people are bullshitting. I just like to walk in, I wouldn't need a special costume, just dress like this. And I'd fly in, I'd go bullshit. You're talking bullshit, and they'd go, oh, it's bullshit, man. And I go, well, yeah, it is bullshit, man. You're talking bullshit. And eventually, people would stop talking shit.
That could take off. I quite like... I mean, I know you said you didn't want a costume, but if I could get a little costume for you, what colour would it be?
I don't need a costume.
No, but you don't need it, but if I got one for you, what would it have?
No, I don't need all that, because that's just wasting time.
That's more bullshit. How do we know you're bullshit? How do we know you're bullshit?
Steve!
He wants
that
to
was
get
good,
in this
Steve.
costume.
Steve, did you hear Steve?
No, what did he say?
He said because it would be more bullshit.
But if I could get a little costume for you, what colour would it be?
I don't need a costume.
No, but you don't need it, but if I got one for you, what would it have?
No, I don't need all that, because that's just wasting time.
That's more bullshit. But how do we know you're bullshit? How do we know you're bullshit, man?
Because I flew in.
So you can fly. So your superpower is saying bullshit, but you can also fly.
Yeah, but also people know if I've said it's bullshit, they know they were talking bullshit.
Yeah, but wait.
That's my superpower.
No, your superpower is surely flying as well. You didn't.
We could all say bullshit.
No, the flying is necessary because of the amount of bullshit that's going on.
But if you could fly.
But if I can't fly, how am I going to get around? There's loads of bullshit. What What are you going to do? Keep jumping in a cab?
No way.
I'm going to be busy all day.
I haven't invented this. It's not my fault you can or can't fly. Calm down.
I know, but I'm saying if it was my superpower, I'd want to fly in.
Yes, my point...
And I don't want a costume because I'd be constantly wearing that costume because of the amount of bullshit that's being said.
Yes, I understand that. So your point is this. Everyone can tell bullshit, but you need to fly to get there quick and get it out in the open.
Can it quick?
Yeah.
Someone starts spouting
How
the
can
bullshit.
you hear them? So you can also be super hearing as well. Yeah. So you can... Hold on, so wait a minute, right. Can you see where they are? Or can you just...
I'm just hearing it.
So if there was a meeting, right, going on in Leeds now, and there was a bloke going, well, if you invest in this company, if you give me 1 million, I can guarantee you will make an extra $1 million by the year end. I will double... I will double your investment in 1 year. What?
Bullshit.
Build up to that.
Now I want this to be a superhero. I want this to be a real thing.
The build up to that. And then he did the noises.
I want this. He didn't even drink his tea. He was like, oh, I hear some bullshit going on. Put it down. That was great.
Holy shit. Oh, man.
That's how it would work.
You can see how...
I know, because honestly, that's years and years of people spouting it.
Yeah.
Meetings, ever since being neck-high. It's like, that's all you ever hear.
Okay, but how would you
programs
learn?
in X Factor. Honestly, X Factor would keep me busy.
Okay,
Just the amount of shite that is being told to people in that, and all that crying. That'd be the next one. I don't know what I'd call it. That thing when girls do that now. I don't know where that's come from. When they're getting a tear coming on, they go like that. I want to fly. Fucking stop doing that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sushi.
That does stink. Have a whiff of that.
Oh, no, it's not how to say, but smell. It's a good smell.
That's rank.
No.
It is.
No.
I've found that I've enjoyed food more since I've got back from Japan.
Because you appreciate...
Just nice food.
Yeah, but that's only because you're only saying it's not nice because it's different. I mean...
No, it wasn't nice in Japan. I was proper struggling. I was losing weight and I was getting moany because I was starving. And there was nothing. I was going around saying, have you just got any toast? And they look at you like, no. And they give you like a squid bollock.
Holy shit.
Do you have toast? No, have the squid balls.
Oh, God.
I've heard there
Is it wrong that I wanted to go to Japan more now?
You want to try some squid balls?
Do you have toast? No, but we have squid balls. Would you like one?
Same thing, same. I've heard their like candy and snacks are really good.
I like Japanese food. Like
me too.
I don't know. Maybe Karl's just not a fan. I mean, it's like the one type of food, and you know this. Like the one type of food that I don't really like is Mexican food.
Yeah.
It's just it's to me,
annoying.
And I don't mean to slag off the Mexicans. You know, that's not a. I was gonna throw a joke in there too, which would be very American to do, to slag off the Mexicans. But no, I love my Mexican neighbors, but I can't stand their food. To me, it's like
you like their Halloween.
I do. I really like their Halloween.
Yeah.
It's amazing. But their food to me is like it's like 100 different ways of cooking pig slop.
It's not pig slop.
It's the same meat and like everything, and they put diced tomatoes and everything.
I like it.
And I don't
with
like,
a big fat margarita.
You do love your margaritas.
That
yes.
I cannot wait.
Look
to
how
have.
excited she got.
I cannot wait to have a margarita.
That's like probably one of the biggest differences is you love Mexican food and I can't stand it.
Yeah, that's our biggest difference.
That's probably it.
Yep.
Everything else we're more or less on the same page.
Sometimes I'm door dashing like lunch and he's sleeping, and he'll wake up and be like, "Oh, what are you door dashing?" And I'm like, "God damn it," because I want you to go back to sleep so I can just get my Mexican food.
Yeah, it's so true.
Because you're like one of those people.
But
if I eat it in front of you, you're like, oh.
Yeah, it sounds like I'm really putting off Mexico. I love Mexico. It's just not their food. It's just not.
Okay.
Everything else they do, I don't have a problem with.
He likes stuff separate. He doesn't like You don't like mixing a bunch of that stuff together.
I
don't like tomatoes except for Mexican food.
Really? That's shocking.
Yeah, I like tomatoes and Mexican food.
I don't like regular tomatoes in anything unless they've been cooked or changed.
Well, that's what I mean. I like them cooked. Or I like salsa.
Right, or turned into spaghetti sauce, ketchup, whatever. But just it's every type of Mexican food to me. It's the same beef, like in every meal, just made
taco meat, pretty
right.
much, yeah.
It's just made a different way, different mixtures of things.
You can get that stuff with shrimp, chicken.
Right, or it's in a different type of bread, wrapped a different way. It's like it's all the same to me. It's just it's pig slop.
Well, I like it.
I know you do. It's just it's like for me it kind of seems like it's disguising variety.
No, you know what? I mean? Right. You're like, oh, it's all the same. It's just the same meat put in another wrap. But you know what? You like sandwiches. And I can't have a sandwich every day, and you're like, we have different sandwiches.
Right, but some of the sandwiches will have turkey, some will have ham, some will have
some tacos
salami,
will have chicken, some tacos will have beef. Some tacos will have pork. You want to keep going?
And they cook them all the same way.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
An enchilada and a taco and a tostada and a burrito are all very different.
And they all taste the same.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
They taste the same because you have an immature palate.
There it is. Now she's resorting to name calling.
Play the show.
There's just nothing. That's for breakfast.
Yeah.
It's not like they save the weird shit for tea. That's breakfast.
They start you off with weird stuff.
And the hard stuff. And do you know what? I didn't tell them, the people who were away with me, but I was struggling that much on 2 mornings to try and get through it. I was eating strepsils because I found that my taste buds went numb and they didn't have a clue what was going on. And I just was shoving stuff in.
That sushi did not look good.
No.
Have a little big bit. Have a big bit. Don't start saying you don't understand me now. Oh, I'm going to be sick. There's something in the middle of it that's really grim. I'm going to be sick in your Japanese garden. Pretty good now at just shoving anything in. I've eaten geckos. I'm not that fussy. I've stuck my hands in rhino shit.
Yeah.
Had a taste of that. This isn't me being a bit, it's fucking horrible. Apparently that's like the start of sushi. That's where it all began with that. How did it carry on? Why didn't someone say, what is this shit? Pack that in, stop serving that, and that should have been the end of sushi. 170 quid.
OK, what do you recommend? What should they get over there?
Just have a look at any other country's menu. Nip into any restaurant, get a menu and go, oh, right, that's what people like eating. Yes, it is, not phlegm.
Not phlegm!
Just something normal. It's bloody massive, isn't she? When she cuts out of the water. Oh my God, it's letting its own.
What was his name?
I don't know.
That is mental. That is mad. My dad didn't let the cat in the lounge. Fucking hippo in here. That was the best of everything. An animal here that normally kills people.
I believe I was reading comments where people were saying that shortly after that was filmed, that the hippo actually killed the lady that was keeping the hippo there.
I'm gonna look it up.
Which I don't know if it's true. I don't know. But I think that I was reading comments about that, and I don't know if it's true. Anyway, we couldn't find it. She couldn't find anything on it in her search for hippo kills lady.
But yeah, they're dangerous. That's not an animal you can really train, I don't think.
Right.
Right, it's a #1 kill.
But, I thought I was reading comments where people said that the lady was killed shortly afterwards.
Yeah.
By the same hippo.
I've seen,
maybe I'm just talking out of my ass or making shit up in my head as I've been doing lately.
I feel like that usually happens because I've seen documentaries where people have this is my pet bear. I raised him when he was a kid. And then it's 2 months later.
And then he gets hungry.
Man is killed by a pet bear.
Yeah.
Or a hippo, right? You have to trek. You have to stay well back. You can't see. You've got to look at hippos through binoculars. Suddenly, there I am in a house where someone's got one as a pet. A hippo in the house. tea on demand, biscuits when you want them, hippo in the front room. That is the ideal. Why always see them in the same surroundings?
Because
Always
it's
in a lake.
cruel.
It's not cruel.
In this case, it can
It
go
would have
free.
been dead.
It would have been dead. It was saved. But could I just say that wild animals should never be kept as pets? You can't suddenly start keeping wild animals in council houses in case you pop round for a biscuit and want to see one.
I'm just saying, that for me, I'll never forget it. It's a surreal moment. You've seen hippos out in the wild. It's boring.
I've seen hippos in their natural habitat.
Boring.
What chair are you sitting in?
Where's
the carpet? Where's the carpet, you fat git?
So you're telling me you'd rather queue up at the zoo to see some animal sat like that on a rock looking fed up than walking into a house not knowing what's in there, going, oh, what's in here? Wandering in, oh, that nice plasma you've got. Oh, nice sofa. There's a gorilla in the corner. Honestly, taking an animal like that and seeing it in normal surroundings, it makes it even weirder. It's amazing. I'll never forget it. I'll forget a lot of the other things.
But the hippo in the house was the highlight.
Hippo in the house was brilliant. That and the volcano, they're the highlights of the whole thing. Fucking hell.
That's scary.
Why was the volcano so amazing?
Just because it's madness, it's
You can just
dangerous.
jump in.
You stood on the edge of it. It makes you realise that the world is alive. You don't think about that, do you, when you're walking about on concrete?
I'd rather have one in my front room, though.
He's such an asshole. Such an asshole.
He's being such a prick right now.
Yeah.
Forget that. I want one on a stand as a lamp.
I want it in the middle of my living room.
Nice
Be on
plasma.
edge.
Yeah, new carpet. Volcano.
Think about that, do you, when you're walking about on concrete?
I'd rather have one in my front room, though. I'd go in, I'd go, oh, nice plasma. Yeah, new carpet. Volcano. Let's have some marshmallows.
You missed it. Look at his face.
Volcano.
Look at his face.
Let's have some marshmallows. I'm not walking. I've got one here.
You've got little ears,
I'd like that, though.
Long
A
arms.
volcano marshmallow pet.
short legs.
Is this your speech?
All those bugs look itchy.
Isn't that a tragedy that some of
Look
these
it up.
species could be gone in a few years? The mountain gorilla that you saw. Now,
Yeah, there's only 700 and odd of them
so
left.
precious. So precious.
And yet you didn't really want to trek for it. You'd have rather it came round your house.
I wouldn't want them wiped out. We're saying they're the closest thing to human. So what's wrong in having them in your house? That's a very human thing to do. Treat them like a human if they're very close to being human. Come on in. Sit down.
All right.
Of course I don't agree with them dying. There's people who kill them just for their hands so they can have an ashtray of a gorilla hand.
How
It doesn't even
disgusting
work.
is
Well, it
that?
doesn't work. That doesn't even work as an ashtray.
Right.
The ash is going to roll through its fingers. It's a bit chavvy as well as a design. My furniture wouldn't work with that. Nothing to do with is it nasty and all that. It's a horrible thing.
You mean if it was a fake one made of...
I'm just saying a hand. Forget it's a gorilla. A human hand.
If it was a piece of art, a ceramic...
It doesn't work.
No, it's the cruelty that I find
Yes, but it doesn't
disgusting.
work.
Not the design. It's a
Yeah,
beautiful design, a
but it
gorilla
doesn't
hand,
work.
when it's attached to its fucking arm.
But a hand there, look, it doesn't work properly, does it?
Yes, we're not talking about whether it works. We're talking
Well,
about
I
how
am.
vile and disgusting it is.
It is,
Yeah.
but think about it. If there's anyone out there who is vile and disgusting, it doesn't work. As a thing on a table, if you're putting your fag on it, go like that, the ash rolls through the fingers.
No, it's balancing perfectly.
It doesn't work. That's the message that should be out there. Don't have a gorilla hand, not because it's cruel and that, which it is, but it doesn't work.
Double-pronged message.
If its head
Cruel
was
and
there,
not work.
cut its head off, you can put fruit in it. That works. That's cruel, but I'm just saying it doesn't work.
One of my favourite things about this show isn't just getting you to exotic places or out of your comfort zone. It's you interacting with people.
I agree.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
I love this. Are you gay?
No, I've got a girlfriend, 17 years.
Fuck boy.
Hey?
Fuck.
Safety's on. That's an AK-47.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, that crazy guy.
Crisp, biscuit, fruit, wiggly worm.
Wiggly worms.
My favourite bit, I just think, when he was you know, cooking for the king, and then he got caught up in the moment, like it's suddenly his kitchen. When they go, they want another pudding. Who does? All of them. I've only got one tin of custard. Like suddenly, oh.
I agree. That was very entertaining. I think I had to cut that part from the video that made it to YouTube. The reaction video we made that I put up on YouTube, because there was like a 2 or 3 minute bit in there that was causing the video to get blocked, and I think it was that part where the king was where he was cooking a meal for the king. So I apologize for that, but usually I don't have much problems with uploading Idiot Abroad reactions, but that one, it was just that 2 minutes or so.
Yeah.
That was causing problems with that. So if you didn't get to see it on YouTube, I'm sorry.
He's the king. Not in my kitchen. I'm Karl Pilkington.
Pudding, chocolate, sponge, custard.
Thank you.
Quite warm.
God, you know what I liked about this particular part, though, is like he really wanted to make the king happy.
Yeah, he did.
He was like really, and his men or soldiers or bodyguards or whatever they were, but part of the same tribe. But anyway, he was like really wanted to make them all happy. Yeah. Which I thought was really sweet.
No wonder Ramsay's always swearing.
Karl?
Yeah?
I think they want another round of cake.
Who does?
All of them.
I haven't got enough. I bought 1 box of custard.
You took it so seriously.
Because what's the point in doing anything if you don't?
Good point. I mean, there were some great characters in this. One of my favourites is the Russian taxi driver. I'd love to get him over here and you show him around. No,
you wouldn't know. I was stuck in a car with him in busy traffic in Russia. It was a nightmare.
Hope you do not value life too much and got good life insurance. The brakes in this car just failed. It's the worst car I ever bought. It's British, and I never thought a car could be made that bad.
Right.
I think we found the Russian equivalent of Karl.
It's because I was stuck in a car with this miserable bastard.
But he was saying the same thing.
He felt you were a miserable bastard. He didn't like you.
Russia, though, is quite... It felt like that. It felt like you're not meant to be happy. Maybe he's your bog-standard Russian. Everything's quite hard. Signs, the text on buildings. I've never been a lover of font. I think there's too many fonts.
Right.
But after being over there, they've got like 1, and it's in capitals. It's yelling at you.
It's just...
9!
That's German.
Sorry.
9 is German. That's the German for no.
I don't know Russian.
Oh my
Let's say
god.
something in Russian.
Da is yes. That's all I know.
Da.
Yeah.
Das Flugen. I think that's German too.
Oh god.
Das Vidania.
The only other thing I would say about Russia is that the past
Anastasia.
The past 100 or so years have been fucking rough for them.
Yeah.
You know, because they've had some crazy people in charge over there.
They definitely have.
So, but the Russian, that's why I've always admired the Russian people, because they seem like they're just like, yeah, it's like he said, like they have this attitude, like, well, yeah, it could be worse.
Yeah.
You know?
If it's something nice, kittens for sale. Everything's in shop.
Now, despite the fact you didn't really get on with Russia, the Trans-Siberian Express journey actually threw up some of your favourite things. You ended up at the dwarf village.
Great. I thought it was really good. I mean, how can you fault that? It was just slick. You know, you had like a little Rich and Judy come out at the beginning. They sort of introduce everyone. Different singers. It was like our life, but miniature. It's like a little Britain's Got Talent. There was a little Peter Andre who came out, did a little sing-song. Little woman with glasses on, Lily Allen. It was just really familiar. Enjoyed it. And people at home, you'll probably get some going, it's not right. Shouldn't be looking at dwarfs singing and dancing on stage. But we do it with X Factor. The early stages of that are a load of divs. Everyone knows it. The people coming aren't pretending they're here just to see singing and dancing. They know the dwarfs. Everyone's having a good day. What's wrong with it, really? So if I was a dwarf, I'd definitely come here. Wouldn't hang around at home. There's nothing for you at home. You don't get looked after like this. You don't get given little houses and a stage to perform on and all that. I've always thought being small would be all right. Being a dwarf, I'd rather be a dwarf than like Steve, who's almost a giant, because the world's not made for a giant. Being a dwarf, being on a plane, loads of leg room.
Steve, he's like 6'8" or something like that. He's a tall man.
King-size Twix is massive. The world's overpopulated, especially in China, and they're like over 1 billion people. Perfect. You want to be smaller, more room. They need more of them, actually. And then I look at it and I think, is that how we're meant to have evolved? Maybe that is the future. Maybe we're the odd ones out here, when you think about it. Be a dwarf.
That's not good advice.
His mind, man. I protect this man. I can't.
Yeah. I love Karl. But even when he's saying things, that are not, that are either incorrect or not socially acceptable, there's no malice behind it.
No.
None.
And the way he delivered that speech, I was like, yeah, let's be dwarfs.
Be a dwarf? Well, how?
Right, fair enough. I'm just saying that it was one of the best times I had, that. And I think more people should go and visit, because that is helping them out. And something they haven't sort of tapped into, but I think they could make money from, is sort of renting themselves out to people who don't know if they want a kid or not. Because even though...
Oh my God, Karl, no.
Something that makes you want to sort of go like that on their head. Too many people jump into having kids. They don't know if they want them or not.
Yeah,
It's not a kid,
Would
it's a
the
grown
dwarf have
adult.
to affect the mannerisms of a child?
They kind of do. The way...
See, this is what I'm saying. Like, he's saying something that's not socially acceptable, but he doesn't have any malice behind it at all. He just doesn't understand why what he said was so fucked up.
Because it's a grown-ass man in your house, not a kid.
Yeah, but like, you know, I guess the other thing I'm trying to say is he doesn't have a bad bone in his body.
He's not.
He's
being
not
malicious.
Yeah. So, which I think adds to the whole why it's so funny, because sometimes you'll say something that, you know, you'll go, wow, that's really fucked up.
Yeah,
but he's
but
not
because it's coming
thinking
out
of
his
it.
mouth, you're like,
yeah,
it's all
he's
right.
not thinking of it that way at all.
Yeah.
He's just like, you know.
The way they are around you, they're sort of laughing and joking.
But that's what a normal person is, and most people are sort of laughing and joking.
All right,
It's
what's
only
your
you.
idea then? What would you get them to do?
Get them to do anything.
But they haven't got any work over there.
But they can work.
Doing what?
In offices.
No, they can't, because the tables are too big for them and stuff, aren't they? You've got to start accommodating them. And nobody wants to.
But we do that with wheelchair access.
I'm just saying, you're all a bit like, oh, you can't say that. Well, yes, you can say that, because it's a load of old bollocks.
What do you want to say? That we're
I'm just saying there's nothing wrong with it. If one of them wants to act as a kid, rental, he should be allowed to.
If one of them... I'm just saying,
like
if
a
one
kid
of them...
rental.
Kid rental with dwarf.
Now, of course, we asked viewers of the show to ask any questions that they'd like to ask of you, and we can put them to you.
And this is from Sarah from St. Louis in Missouri. Hi, Karl. Just wondering, why are you friends with Ricky? You have completely opposite personalities, and he loves to annoy you. What do you get out of this relationship?
That's a good question.
That's a good question.
I don't think we do have opposite personalities.
Well, he's definitely benefited financially from being Ricky's friend.
I think we're very similar.
No. No, we're not. But I think that's what I like, the challenge of it. It's like having a dangerous pet. You never know, it could end up killing you. And that's what you're like with this trip. You've nearly done me in a few times. I can be quite happy, and I go, I feel a bit too content. Call Ricky up. 2 minutes, that's all I need. Wish I hadn't called him.
Sure. Makes you feel alive.
Aw, that's good.
Bucket list. What do you want to do, Karl? I want to drive down Route 66. All right, then.
Oh my God, that cuddle.
What are we doing?
You at the cuddle party.
And the
Couldn't
grapes.
stand it.
I don't understand why you didn't just have a cuddle with someone.
Well, with...
Because then he might have had to excuse himself and get some grapes,
Yeah.
that's why.
And then he'd go home and his girlfriend would be like, I know why you got the grapes.
I love how we're gonna see grapes now for the rest of our lives.
I'm always
like,
gonna think.
No!
I'm gonna think of a cuddle party every time I see grapes now.
Strangers.
Yeah. What difference does it make?
I think a hug is there for a reason.
What's a hug there for?
You hug someone when they're fed up.
Well, I'm fed up now.
No, you're not, though.
Well, look.
So you're abusing the
Look,
hug.
Carl,
You're not gonna get one.
look.
Yeah, well, you're not going to get one when you're doing that.
But we're
I
not
won't hug a
strangers.
bloke anyway.
Well, no.
I don't hug.
You said it wasn't to do with male or female. You said it was to do with being a strangers. I know you better than anyone apart from Suzanne.
Yeah, well, I'm still not happy with that.
How would you feel if I scooted up behind you to spoon you? Would that be okay?
Well, that's worse than a cuddle.
That is a cuddle.
That's more than a cuddle.
What if I put my back to you and I face the other way?
Well, that's all right, because that's just because it's crowded. Touching like that, that's just like being on a
so
tube.
I could do that?
But you don't touch people on the tube.
You do. In London, you do. It's a nightmare in rush hour.
Really?
You'd love it.
It's ridiculous going around cuddling strangers. But mates...
Always hug. Do you want to hug me?
Yeah.
Well,
only if it's all of us. I don't want him to feel left out.
No, I'm not left out. You have a hug. You know each other longer than you.
Let's
No,
have
I'm not having a hug.
Come on.
Get out.
Come on, have a hug.
No, this is... Right.
Come on, hug.
I'm not happy with this.
Get him down there, because
This
the pump
isn't
pad...
what it was like.
Come on. So, hold on. I think you should be on the floor, and we should have a little man-wedge. Do you want to get on top of me, Steve? Let's have a little man-wedge.
Well, I want a piece of Karl, like.
I know, but you can...
Because I want a piece of Karl.
Man-wedge. Oh, those... Oh. See?
Yeah.
I think you've got an erection. I think you've got an erection.
Oh, God! Well, if you've got one, I have too, Steve.
Is that Frank again?
What is your program?
The programme?
The program, the name?
Idiot Abroad.
The board.
Idiot Abroad. Idiot. I'll write it down.
Idiot abroad. Abroad.
I don't remember this part.
No, I don't think they showed it.
Abroad. Idiot Abroad. That's the programme. The name of the programme.
โอ้ชื่อแปลกๆเนอะ Idiot abroad.
Yeah, don't shout at that.
Idiot abroad the name.
I know, I didn't want it. It was meant to be Karlpilkington 71.
Idiot.
Yeah, I know.
Abroad.
Yeah, it's not good.
Idiot name.
Yeah, there's a name. Yeah.
Idiot.
Div. Knobhead.
No pad.
Yeah. But I'm not idiot.
Yeah.
Just a friend came up with the title.
You are not idiot.
No.
Just only the name.
I know, but ignore the name.
Idiot abroad.
Yeah.
Okay.
She loves it. Why do those monkeys look like Adrian?
Let me ask you
What?
They do, their little eyes.
They do not look like our daughter.
Yes, they do.
No, they do not.
I think babies
Don't ever
have
say that
monkey
again.
eyes. They're like... That's Adrian's face all the time.
Oh, she does have... She makes a monkey face, but she doesn't look like a
She
monkey.
does that thing where, like, your
She
top
goes-
lip goes out over, like when she's looking at something, and she goes...
Yeah.
And she moves her little black eyes everywhere.
Another question from our viewers. Here's one from Gareth Sutcliffe, and he says, Karl, French novelist Marcel Proust once wrote, "The voyage of discovery consists not in seeking new landscapes, but in having new eyes." With that in mind, could you sum up your travel experiences and offer your view of travel in a similarly meaningful quote?
Don't piss ass about travelling, getting jet lag, eating food you don't like. Shut your eyes and imagine stuff.
Wow. Beautiful. Wonderful.
I've had the shits.
To be fair, when I would be traveling, I'd be worried about having the shits.
Yeah. I got really sick
I had
the
the
first
shits
2
in
days.
I had the shits in Greece for one day.
Did you?
Yeah.
Where?
I wasn't going to complain to you
Where
about it
were
because
we?
I was determined to be happy.
You
No matter how
Listen,
bad
the
the shits were that
happiest
day.
I have ever seen this man was in Greece. Brian is not the most patient guy.
No.
And when we were in Greece,
She's good.
there could literally be a line of 20,000 people just to get a toothpick, and he'd be like, "This is the best line ever because it's a line in Greece." And Brian hates Starbucks.
Yes.
And
I think they know that, yeah.
You still would have been like, it's alright, it's a Starbucks in Greece.
That I don't know about.
Okay, but still.
I'd be like, look, the Starbucks people have invaded Greece and subjugated its people.
We were supposed to get our carry-on bags for free to go on a flight, but the flight was full. So they were like, I'm sorry, we have to check your bags. It's going to be like $100 a bag. And he was like, no problem. And that actually worked out in our favor that you were so nice, because then the guy was like, let them take their bags for free.
Yeah. Yeah, because the American in front of us was a complete asshole about it.
Yeah, he was like, I'm not paying $100 for a bag.
Right, and it didn't fit.
Yeah.
It was like twice as big as the thing.
Yeah, at least ours actually fit in the thing. He was like, his didn't
Well, no, ours didn't fit, but it barely didn't fit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought mine fit.
No, it like barely... it was just big enough to where it didn't fit in that thing.
Yeah.
Well, they did fit it in, but they literally had to slam it in there.
Yeah.
So they're like, no, this ain't gonna work.
Did we bring a big suitcase, or did we just bring 2 carry-ons?
We did bring one big one, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We did pretty good packing, I feel like, for that trip.
Well, you did great. I mean, you planned most of the stuff.
Yeah.
I just told you the places where I had to go. You know.
It's easy for a girl to pack for a trip to Greece, because I just brought sundresses and little bikinis, so I didn't have to put that much in a suitcase.
That's true. Man, I loved Greece.
Thank you.
That was my favorite trip of all time.
This is good. Cools you down. That's going to give you a headache, not get rid of one.
Yeah, that was a little strange. A little foam on the head thing.
Look how complicated it is just for a toilet. Yeah,
look at the one that...
Look at the little butt.
The butt spraying one.
That one's kind of cute.
Wait a minute.
There's music.
So there's butt spray and a bidet.
Yeah, there's like...
I thought they were the same thing.
One's a butthole spray, one's a butt cheek spray.
I don't know. This is a mystery that I want to solve. Because I thought a bidet was a butthole sprayer.
Yeah.
So this one is saying spray the butt.
Yeah.
So what's the difference?
Wait, that one says spray. The other one says
bidet.
Bidet. Oh, I don't know then. I don't know.
I feel like the bidet one is more powerful though, because that one looks like, at least the picture of it, it looks like it's going to launch you off of the toilet.
Why does the other one say flushing sound? Does it flush or does it just play a flushing sound? I don't understand.
I don't know. And then I like how they have a stop button. It just stops everything.
Just stop it. It's too much butthole spray.
Yeah.
Just give up Bill Gates. Just have a shit. You can't do any of that. Can't do that stuff. But it's a robot.
That was a creepy robot.
Yeah, it kind of was.
It's a crisp picker-upper. If you want some crisp but you don't want to get crisps on your hands, you use a crisp picker-upper.
I like the fact that you've got a bit of a rebellious streak in you sometimes. You go off-road. And I called you when you were in Japan, and you dropped this bombshell that you've finally decided the one thing you want to do before you die. And that was to invent something. And you said it's because you wanted to leave a legacy, which I thought was brilliant.
Well, just because you're dead longer than you're alive, aren't you?
Okay.
I'm coming up with stuff all the time. That's why I think this is my strength that hasn't been used yet. I can't do this sort of thing, really, this sort of job of being on the telly.
I don't like it at all.
Look at Dyson. It's only a vacuum cleaner. Yet he's up there with Einstein and everything. He's well rated, just for a vac. And I reckon I can come up with something better than that. It doesn't have to be a cure for cancer. I'm not going to come up with that. All I can do is come up with something that I needed at the time and that I think other people will go, do you know what, that's a bloody good invention.
So something that benefits mankind?
Yes.
OK.
He pitched me the idea over the phone, and I said, I'm out.
OK, well, pitch it to me now, then.
Right. In Japan, they don't have these...
You mean they don't have...
chairs.
They don't have chairs?
Yeah, of course they have chairs.
You try finding one. Sit on the floor all the time. When you go in a restaurant, you sit down cross-legged. You get a flat arse and your legs ache.
Yep.
Right?
So you've invented what?
It's the Pilco Pump Pant.
I'm sorry, the Pilco Pump Pant.
It's a pair of pants with a cushion built in the arse. The inflatable pant stops your arse from getting wet. For men or women. Do you know the thing you put on your neck when you're on long flights?
Yeah.
I've used that. That isn't how the finished thing would look when I make it. You know, this is a prototype. Pilco pant.
I think you'd like that.
Yeah, I think somebody told me somebody already had invented that though.
They did, like a butt pad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems.
Which
like
I'm sure a lot of Karl, because over the stuff I have seen Karl in, and it's quite a bit at this point. He's always talking about inventing things.
Yeah.
And usually what he's talking about, somebody's already.
Yeah,
done
it's
it.
hard to kind of invent new things.
It is.
I sold some on a shopping channel. You're slagging them off, you're saying I'm out. Watch this.
But this is the lovely man I was talking about. It is our lovely Karl to bring you some trousers.
All right, how's it going?
Hello.
Good one, good one. Morning, everyone.
Oh my
Hope
God,
you're
I
well.
love that he did
It's
this.
the pants we're selling today. Look at that. Not bad, that, is it? You've come on the telly to flog me a pair of pants. We know about pants. We've seen pants before. You haven't, have you? You haven't seen these pants. It's that bit there, that's the seller. That's what we're here for. That's what we're talking about. It's the Pilco Pump Pant. The way it works is you've got a big zip, a good quality zip. Look at that. Doesn't stick. It's a quality zip.
He's doing so well.
No, he's not.
I think he is.
It sounds like he's angry that he's selling this to you.
Hear that? That's a
You
good
hear that?
fucking
That's a
zip.
good fucking zip right
I
there.
don't
You
know.
never heard a zip like that.
I thought he was doing good.
Zip, all right?
He's no sham wow guy.
Open
He's
it.
doing good.
There it is. There's the cushion. You might have one of these already. Shove it in there. You know you're going to be sat down for a while. You're waiting for that order of the sofa. You're waiting at the bus stop. You haven't got a seat because the queue's big. The buses are delayed. Where you're going to sit. But the beauty is you can sit where you want. Sit on concrete. Sit on the road. Not on the road. That's dangerous. Sit on the pavement. Sit on grass. How good is that? And there's only 15 pairs available. 15 pairs in the whole world. Do you want to be one of the 15?
Still 15 left.
To have the Pilco Pump Pant.
Look at him. Look at him in them.
There you go.
It's terrible.
Show you how easy it is again.
It looks like some sort of medical procedure, doesn't it?
That's what people would think if they saw you walking down.
They think that you think you've had your arse removed.
Get rid of that. Look at that for a pocket. Look at that. Like I say, we're carrying more and more stuff around with us.
Think of carrying stuff in that.
Your arse rattling around with stuff, mobile phones,
football,
laptops, iPads, all that lot.
fruit.
Look at that. Look at the size of that.
Who's
pocket.
putting a laptop in their arse?
Bread. You nip out to the shop.
Milk, loaf,
you
bread.
don't buy a carrier bag. They're charging you 5 pence a bag at the moment at the supermarket.
Yeah.
No, I'm not buying a bag. You just turn round at the cash point, stick your milk in there, stick your bread in there, off you go. A big, big pocket. You've got this. Health and safety these days. You've got that in there.
Look,
You like
people
to
are
walk.
buying it.
I love it.
Maybe buy some for your young kid. You're walking by the canal, he falls in. Is he a good swimmer? I don't know, you tell me. But if he falls in, he's getting into
I think he's killing it.
This is fucking
Look,
madness.
he sold another one.
Oh my god.
buoyant.
Upside down like that. He's like that. He's drowning.
It might be a
corpse.
the possibility that he could help you out if you fall in
Only 2 left.
a lake, a river. Anything else? Anything else goes? Hang on, let's see how the orders are going. Have we had anyone calling in yet? 2 people on the phone. What do they want? Do they want to talk to me, or is that just... They've gone. We've sold them. Job done. Brilliant. Cheers for that, everyone. These are how they look in real life.
This is the Pilco Pump Pant.
Pilco Pump Pant.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, it looks ridiculous. It does look ridiculous.
So does most fashion these days.
Okay, no, good. Yeah, no, yeah. If it was, yeah, no, you're right.
I mean, he's not wrong.
He's not wrong.
He said so does most fashion these days.
Yeah, I
And this
agree.
was like 10 years before now.
Fashion's crazy.
Oh my
I don't even
God.
understand it.
I don't. Neither do I.
All
Sit
arbitrary,
down.
yeah.
Why you sit
Well, here's the chair. You don't need a chair. That's doubled up. You must be too comfortable. Sit on the floor.
Right.
Sit on the floor there, because that'll be.
They're like
That's
testing.
particularly useful if you've had a finger up the arse.
Right, there you go. So,
Right.
yeah,
Dead comfy.
yeah.
Really comfy.
Can Karl, can you go and bring me my sort of bread and milk and stuff that
Have you got 5 pence for a carry bag?
I haven't, no.
Well, I haven't. Hang on, don't worry about that. See you in a minute. What did you want? Bread and milk?
Some groceries, yeah.
Look, imagine walking down the street wearing that.
Absolutely ridiculous. Karl, it looks fucking ridiculous.
He doesn't know.
It does. It looks
like that.
No one.
It's not even zipped up.
Yeah, no,
it's not even zipped up.
It's gonna fall out. It looks so
You
uncomfortable.
muppet.
Like that.
Hang on.
Hold on, Karl. I bought you
No, look.
Karl.
There's no restrictions.
I've bought you a couple of cups and saucers. Yeah. Can you take? I bought you these for you.
You got a bag?
I haven't got a bag. No, just pop them in there.
Pop them in.
Yeah.
You see,
Pop them in.
Yeah, just. Oh, well, can you?
Shove them in.
Yeah, just put them in there. There you go. Do you want to say? Good. They're safe for that, yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Go.
Run for the bus, mate.
Quick. Quick.
Yeah.
That is so stupid.
Oh.
It's the best thing I've ever seen. I'm gonna get you a pair.
Where's bullshit, man, when you need
Yeah,
him?
where's bullshit?
For this. Come in. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
We need bullshit, man, for Pilco's Pump Pants.
Oh my god, I like them.
Suzanne's at home. Oh, here comes Karl.
Here comes Karl with our new crockery.
Honestly, that isn't pulling me down or anything. That is fine.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
No, well, you'd bubble wrap them normally, wouldn't you?
Oh, God!
Unbelievable.
Right.
Wow.
I just like to say, Karl, I was impressed all the way around with the stuff you've done. I like the fact you didn't do stuff you didn't want to do. I thought it showed real drama and resolve. You weren't just a puppet. You weren't just an idiot, an adrenaline junkie. You were doing things that mattered to you. Is there anything, though, you didn't do that you wish you had? If you could do it again, would you go, do you know what, I will do that now, I will bungee jump, or I will... Is there anything you wish you'd have done that you didn't?
In Japan, I wanted to do karaoke.
What would you sing?
Do a bit of Chaz and Dave.
Karl. I love him.
But yeah, I'm jealous.
Me too. No, what you said is absolutely right. Most people don't get to travel to all these places. I like how of all the places he went to, the place with the weirdest shit was the good old United States of America.
Well, it doesn't surprise me.
It doesn't surprise me either. You know, we get
We definitely got some weird.
We get a lot of shit for having a lot of weird stuff over here, and rightfully so. But
we're some weird people.
I think one of the misconceptions about it is that people think that we're not aware of it or that we choose to be oblivious to it.
Yeah.
Not me.
No, we know we're weird.
We know. I am well aware of what kind of weirdness is around.
Yeah.
And you've heard me when the camera's off, me ranting about some of it.
Oh,
like, why the fuck do we have this here?
Yes.
We're not perfect.
No
we're
one
definitely
is.
not. Far from it. But no one is. Anyway.
That season, flew by. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it felt like it did, didn't it?
Yeah.
Of all the episodes... I don't know. I think I really liked the Trans-Siberian Express episode.
Yeah.
But I think the best episode might have been Route 66, the one that took place in America.
So too. That was funny.
I'm trying not to pick it though. The dolphin swim was really good too.
What place?
And the whale watching
what
one.
What place would you want to go out of all these episodes?
Japan.
Japan?
Yeah.
I think so too.
Japan.
I want to go to Japan. I don't want to fly there. I don't want to get over there, but I want to be there.
The whale watching one, part of it was in Alaska.
Yeah, I want to go to Alaska.
Which I want to see Alaska, even though it's freezing fucking cold.
Yeah.
But it's like
It's
the
really
last
cute...
American like untouched
yeah
place, you know.
They have really cute little like Airbnb igloos that you can stay at in Alaska.
Really?
Yeah, they're really pretty.
I don't want to stay in an igloo.
It's not a real igloo. It just looks.
I don't care, even if it looks like one. I don't want to stay in one.
Why?
Because it's just gonna creep me out. I'd rather stay in a log cabin than an igloo.
A log cabin.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll get my boy Abraham.
But that was a fantastic season for sure.
Yeah. And there's a third too, so it's not done yet.
And yeah, like I said, there's no malice behind any type of thing that Karl says, and that's why I think he's so lovable. Because even when he's saying something that's not acceptable, he's not being malicious about it.
Yeah.
What's another thing that I'm glad. I've reacted to it before. That was the one part of the season that I had seen the the finger pop in the butt.
What is it called again?
The rectal examination to check and see if he has prostate cancer.
Prostate.
And I actually said it in that reaction video to the men out there, like that is a very important thing that you should get checked for. And you said it in a much more mean way. But I totally agree.
So many guys like say that. They're like, I'm not getting a man to put his finger in my butt, and I'm like,
well, that might be what kills him.
Yeah.
Later, so.
I'm like, it's a doctor. He's not enjoying it either.
But you shouldn't be forced to get it. Like, if.
No, but grow up and get one.
Right, but it's
Especially like if
I'm a big proponent of free choice and free will.
Yes, but if you're just a guy and you got nothing and you're just living your life, but people love you. You have parents. If you have a family, go get it done because it's 2 seconds of something that could save your life.
I agree. And that was I like how Ricky at the end there pointed out it was one of his favorite things is when Karl interacts with people.
Yeah, I do too.
Which is hilarious. Yes. I don't the one thing about Japan though it was that old ass sushi, which looked
that
disgusting.
Claustrophobic hotel.
But the thing is, like when the guy who was like, yes, this is one of our most famous delicacies. Mm-hmm. And then he was like, no, you try it, and, like, you smell it. And he was like, he smelled it, and he was like, yeah, it's okay. And it looked like he was wiping away tears because it smelled so bad.
Yeah, no, he didn't want that
he
either.
didn't want to eat it either.
Yeah.
Like, I just... I've always thought of a delicacy as something that you would really want to eat.
Yeah. Well, there's some, like, delicacies that people don't like.
Because, like, it's... like their best thing that they have.
Yeah.
You know? Not a 50-year-old fish or whatever the fuck that was. Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe I need to reread what the definition of delicacy is, because I always assumed it's like something that a particular region or country is like their most famous dish because
when I think
it's
of the
their
word
best dish.
Delicacy, I think of like a traditional food. So sometimes it can be really good and sometimes it could be bad. I don't think of it as good. I think of it as like it's a tradition to eat this. It's a delicacy. It's rare to get this kind of thing.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. But yeah, this was a fantastic season, and it was the first because the first season of Idiot Abroad you'd never seen before, but I had. But it was nice to go back and do that one because I had forgotten a lot of things.
I haven't seen
about
any
it.
Of them.
But this one I had not seen any of it
except
for the finger in the butt by the doctor. But no, there's a third season, but I think there's only like 3 or 4 episodes, and he does them with Warwick Davis.
Have you seen that one?
No, I have not. I've seen it. I saw like a preview one time for it, but it was just like a trailer.
I like watching things with you that you haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Because you've seen like everything.
Yeah, I get made fun of the way I say Warwick.
Warwick?
Warwick. Yeah, because there's a fucking second W in it.
Warwick.
I'll just fuck it with you. No, yeah, because they said I should say it like it's Warrick, like Warwick.
Warwick.
Yeah.
Okay.
But and his name is spelled Warw.
Yeah.
Ick.
I am awful at pronouncing names, especially
same
over here. Like they spell things. The new thing is to spell things dumb. I'm like instead of being like, my name's Sarah, which should be like a simple name. They're like, but there's like a GH, 2 E's. Like, why is there a GH in Sarah? People do that now, though.
I've never seen a GH in Sarah. I've seen an H at the end.
No, there's like people.
But a GH,
like,
I've never seen that. How about pneumonia? Would you keep the P in there, or would you take the P off?
Pneumonia?
Yeah.
Take the P off.
Take the P off? Okay. Yeah. You and Karl are of the same opinion.
Why do you need the P? Pterodactyl. Why does that start with a P? Pterodactyl? Why is the P there?
Thank you. I love you. All right. Well, we hope you enjoyed our reactions to season 2 of Idiot Abroad.
Really quick.
What?
I had to do like a spelling contest in like 5th grade or something. And I remember I got pterodactyl, and I literally went P T whatever. Cause I was
you did not.
Yeah, because I was like, it's so dumb.
She's
my
crazy.
teacher laughed.
You're
she
crazy.
liked it.
Oh my god. Well, that's it, folks. We hope you enjoyed our reactions.
Thank you, guys.
Remember to like, subscribe, do whatever you guys want, and maybe not in the next week or 2, but we'll definitely get around to doing season 3 sometime in the near future. But y'all have a great day. Stay safe.
Bye, guys.
See you next time.
Thank you.
Peace.